Luke, here we are. Another Premier League in Manchester. Excited about this one more than any other?
Yeah, I think I'm always excited to obviously come to Manchester and obviously play my darts. But yeah, hoping to get another win here in Manchester.
Can you almost sense the O2 now that the performances you put in over the last 4 weeks, the O2 is on the horizon, and this is all about just final prep now for finals night?
Yeah, I think obviously the last few years, I think it's been about 25 points, 25, 26 points gets you in. Um, but yeah, I was just speaking to Sky, then I said about call it 30 points, and then I'll say I'm in.
Does topping the table still mean something to you? Because there used to be a bonus for topping the table. Michael used to have that motivation where now there isn't. So does that actually mean something, or is it just getting to the O2 is the important thing?
Yeah, obviously the O2 is important. Obviously to get there, that's the main aim. But yeah, obviously topping the table would be nice once again. But yeah, I think they might need to bring that bonus back again.
Cheers, Luke. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke,
Uh,
when the season didn't start as well as you may have expected, how do you sort of approach events, the next events? Is it just you got enough confidence to say, well, things will come right as they have proved to be?
Yeah, this is why darts is such a crazy sport. You win some, you lose some. You have bad moments, you have even better moments. That's just part of the parcel. And a few weeks didn't go to plan, but yeah, just look where I am now.
You don't worry about things and think, oh, I should try something different. Or do you watch back previous events? Like, would you like those first few weeks? Would you watch them back on screen and think I did wrong, or is it just I don't do I did wrong, didn't play as well as normally, and I just get it out of my system sort of straight away.
Yeah, I don't think there's any need to worry about anything. Once you're on stage, for myself, I just enjoy it, thrive off the fans, the chanting, and as long as I'm playing my good darts and I'm playing my best performances, then yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
Saw the pictures of you with the England football squad last week. Did your schedule allow you to go out to the World Cup at all? Any chance we
Yeah,
going
I
out to
mean,
the
I think obviously we play in New York whenever it is, and then I think Thursday, Friday, and then on the following Monday, I think it's Monday, Sunday, Monday. Then I think we play our last game against Panama. So
Saturday.
on the Saturday, so on Saturday, so hopefully we can make that one. I think I checked, and the actual ground is only 25 minutes away. So yeah, hopefully I can get to that one.
Oh, just by luck that there's a tournament out there that week. Is that right?
Yeah, we're playing
Wow.
in New York Masters, so hopefully we can get some tickets. Hopefully we can sort some.
Oh, I'd be a bit delighted about that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's hope after last night it's an exciting time. Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Luke. There's been a lot of talk about sort of aura and fear factor lately. I'm just wondering, with you being back at the top of the table, do you feel that like that fear factor's there in the Premier League at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just well from what I've done, just bounce back from a bad start, back to where I think I should belong, is at the top. Obviously, Johnny's had a great start as well, but there's no doubt Johnny will keep chasing. Michael will keep. Everyone's going to keep chasing for top spot. Everyone wants it. We all know that. But yeah, we just got to keep going.
You've been so used to being in those winning positions over the last couple of years. What was it like, I guess, not winning and not being on top?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. We win some, we lose some. We're going to play bad, and then we'll bounce back even better. And I think that's what I've done. I've shown everyone that I'm not finished, as everyone was saying after the first few weeks, and I'm back where I belong.
I'm just wondering, how much does your success generally, how much you win, I guess how much money you're winning in these events, how much does it sort of dictate how long you're going to be playing at this top level and how long you're going to be around?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all down to myself, whether I want it in the next 10, 15 years, whether I'm financially settled, I've got enough. And obviously the main thing is I've done everything that I've wanted to do. Obviously the main goal is to win one of every major and then double and triple like I've done on some tournaments already. But yeah, like Michael said, once the fare goes out the belly, the fire goes out the belly, then that's when we pack it in.
Thank you, Luke.
Luke, thanks for your time, first of all. People were sort of just alluding to what Josh was saying earlier, that there's been talk about aura. It's become the buzzword about aura, and that there has been said that Luke Humphries, obviously your big rival, had lost his aura. Do you believe in that sort of thing? Do you like people spoke about Phil Taylor having that fear factor when they got in the walk on? I know we've spoken about this before. Do you think people fear you? Do you feel that do you feel like you've got a couple of leg start? Did you feel that when Gerwyn Price was 5-0 up against you, that you still have a chance because he knows that if you start getting at him, that he might crumble a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm never out of a game. And against Gezi, that has shown it. From 5-0 down, going on to win. And I even said to myself on stage in my head when I made it 5-3, I said to myself, I've got him, because he started dropping low, started going below the treble, and he was trying to move over the hockey, trying to fight for the trebles, missing doubles. And yeah, I don't think I'm really scared of anyone. I'm just up there doing my job. And so obviously, like you said there, sometimes I've got that 1-0, 2-0 lead before I got on stage, because that's how players think and had the beat before they played me. But most of the time you see players have 110 averages against me, maybe not that high, maybe a bit lower, and yeah, obviously they're going to beat me, because yeah, I think I've said it a few times. Some players, when they play me, it's their final, whether it's round one, whether it's round two, that's their cup final.
Just finally for me, sorry to tell you this, but since you've been with the England squad, they haven't won a match. Do they need your fear factor? They do need a bit of the razzmatazz?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they do start winning before. Obviously, I think that's it now. Next one is the World Cup, but I don't think friendlies obviously mean much. Obviously, it's a friendly. The players just need to keep fit, and obviously they'll go back to the club and obviously hopefully play well. But yeah, I think we've still got a good chance with the World Cup.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Luke. Thanks for your time. You mentioned there that you're not scared of anybody, but are people scared of you because you traded 5-0 to Gerwyn Price? But that's happened a lot. We saw it at the match play, Josh Rock, James Wade, Jermaine Watamina, and yet you overcame all of those and to still lift the trophies.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's just more belief in yourself, believe in your ability, and I think that's what I can back it up from, is definitely the match play, going 5-0 down numerous times in the tournament, getting myself back into games and winning. And yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm ever beating a game.
I just want to touch on Michael Van Gerwen. You said last week that you're happy to see him regain his form, that you enjoy playing him when he's at his best. How important is that for you? Because some players, they would like their opponent to play poorly so they've got a better chance of winning. Yet when Michael was in his prime, he loved it when Gary Anderson really pushed him and challenged him. He relished that. Is that the same for you? Do you want these top players to throw their best at you, just to give you some sort of a challenge?
Yeah, I think that's what we need week in, week out. We need, obviously, for example, as Premier League players, we obviously want all of us to be on our A game, be on our top game, and yeah, we can have great battles week in, week out. Obviously, for myself, I've not played well at the start, but I managed to get myself back into it. And a few other players are obviously losing games. But yeah, we definitely need all of us on our top form.
Cheers, Luke. Thanks for your time.
Hi, Luke. Thanks for your time. Okay. Can you hear me, Luke?
Yeah, all good.
Sorry, I couldn't see it. Hi, Luke. Thanks for your time. Obviously, you're the overwhelming favourite to win the tournament, but who would you say like your closest rival is for the trophy, based on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different. Anyone can obviously win a night. And yeah, I think after obviously the first 3-4 weeks, I was sat in seventh. I think I was 10 to 11, to still top the table, 10 to 11 to still win the Premier League. But yeah, I think it's obviously you're looking at I'll probably say the top four, obviously, and you can maybe look at the top five: Luke Humphries, 6 in Gian Van Veen. But yeah, it starts. Anything can happen. But as long as we get to the O2, then that's when we'll obviously start looking obviously towards the trophy again.
Last one or two questions, please, guys.
And your walk-on song Greenlight is approaching 10 years old. Like, obviously that's your favourite song, but would you ever consider changing that? And if you was, what song would you select if you had to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's loads. Obviously, I've had a few questions on changing the walk-on, but I don't think I could possibly change it. I think it's just obviously very catchy, and obviously the fans have got used to it. And yeah, I don't think I have a backup.
Thank you for your time.
Hi, Luke. Just on the game against Jan tomorrow, is it difficult to know what version of him to expect, given what he's had to go through in the last few weeks and the fact that he's not been able to practice like he normally would?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't play the best last week, but obviously it's very hard for him. Obviously, he said he's lost a lot of energy. But yeah, again, I think Gian obviously he'll bounce back. But yeah, wouldn't surprise me if he averages 110 against me tomorrow night.
And yourself and Luke Humphries have dominated the Premier League for the last 2 seasons. We're at the halfway stage now, and Luke's outside the top 4. Does that surprise you? And are you kind of expecting him to really push on in the second half of the league phase?
Yeah, obviously it definitely surprises me because obviously everyone goes on about Luke and Luke, but obviously it's very different, obviously for him. But yeah, that's his worries. He's got to obviously get on the practice board and he's got to make things right. But there's still a long way to go, and it wouldn't surprise me if he came through to the top 4 and go to the O2.
Just finally from me, you've hit 5 170 checkouts in the last 4 Premier League nights. Is that something that you set yourself now coming into these nights? And do you feel it's almost become expected of you from the crowd to hit the big fish?
Yeah, I mean, I just love setting up a big fish, even if I'm on like 2-2, 2-2-1, I'll just hit 2 big 20s and then just go over to the 11 because you just got to back yourself in those situations and yeah, giving the fans what they want.